That is perfect. That's it right there. That's the swing. There it is. That's what I'm going for. YouTube, what is up? We are back with another day, and we just finished up with our throwing warm-ups and a couple throwing drills. We did 10 throws, the ceiling throws into the wall. We did some layback drills, which is just a figure eight into a layback. That drill has been feeling really, really nice. If I can get that feel in my actual throw, that one's going to be an absolute keeper. That's kind of like the unlock of like the decel for me, and like closed stance swings. On the batting side of things, I kind of get the same feel of that unlock on the throw. So those have been feeling good. So today we are going to retest our crow hops today. Again, we are still running Operation 80. I'm just not throwing it, showing a ton of the throwing stuff, just so you guys don't want to have somebody that is throwing 77 miles an hour show you how to throw or talk about throwing. So we're running all that stuff on the baseline, but I do want to show just bits and pieces of the throwing journey and then emphasize the hitting journey on this channel. But we are still running Operation 80. Today we're going to throw 10 crow hops today into the net with a crescendoing tempo. So just first couple, just get the feel, and then the last couple we're going to open up a little bit and see what we can throw today. And this will be our first like actual max velo day. We've been just building up volume on the arm, just doing some drills with the arm, getting some layback stuff with the arm, opening that up a little bit, and we're going to see how it handles some high velocity stuff. Once we start to open up today, again, I don't think I'm going to yeet myself into the net, but maybe once that number starts to peak, we're going to feel good about ourselves and throw something good today. So that's the plan there. Then we're going to get to some hitting drills, a little bit more of a flush and washout day. We're going to emphasize that high hand approach that I talked about that I was struggling with this past week in BP. Again, I think that's something that was really fun, is doing that like hitting notebook, the weekly hitting notebook, and just looking at bits and pieces of what I struggled on. And last week I was all focused on that decel and keeping that lower body planted, and I had a really good feel of that in my swings last week, and kind of got those hands. I was like letting those hands drop a little bit. So we're really going to emphasize high hands today in BP, do a couple drills. Tomorrow we're going to do max exit velos with the bats again. Tonight we have domeball, and then Thursday through Saturday we have HitTrax league and tournaments. So should be a pretty electric week. Yesterday we just did a little bit of a shakeout with the bat. Monday we took off, and that's kind of like our weekly structure we had this week. And kind of going forward, I like doing the max exit velo. I'll talk about this in tomorrow's video, but I like doing the max exit velo on the day that I have HitTrax, just because I am going to get so many swings that day. I don't really want to get a ton of swings in the morning. So we'll just get a couple high intensity swings to get the central nervous system primed for that night and be able to get like our max exit velo work done, our velocity work done for the week on a day in which we already have enough swings. And then earlier in the week, we're just going to do feels, just like I was talking about in previous BP videos, where I like early part of the week just to be feel based and like work on things and unlock things. And towards the end of the week, I want the things to be a little bit more cemented. And now that we're in the off season, it's not as like we can play around with things all week. So it's not as like cemented, whereas like when we have legitimate tournaments on the weekends, I really don't want to be playing around with things on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, obviously, when it's game day. So that's kind of like our approach. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, play around with things, get new feels, work on some things. Thursday, Friday, solidify those things, get some max exit velo work, and it kind of gels nicely with our HitTrax schedule, where we do have a lot of game swings after that. So we'll prime the system with those max exit velo swings. Then we'll get the HitTrax today. We're going to do some drills, get some feel-based stuff, work on those hands, and we're going to throw hard today. So let's get after it. Let's go. All right, so like I mentioned in the intro, we are going to do 10 total crow hop throws. First couple, just nice and loose. Try to get that layback feel. Oh, it just bumped out a 126 on the pocket radar. That'd be sick. I don't know what it's reading right now. But trying to get that layback feel in these first couple, throwing like 60, 70 miles an hour. Once we start to open up, the goal is going to be able to break 77, which is our current PR, and go from there. We got the baseball, we got the pocket radar. Let's get it. Ooh. First one's at 63. Ooh. Again, the goal is to throw hard and throw pain-free. Release that shoulder a little bit, let it open up a little bit. Our original throws were pretty freaking tight. Watching them back hurt my feelings. Hopefully we have some improvement from the drills we've been doing. 67, okay, open up just a little bit. Want all these above 70, just nice and relaxed above 70. Third throw here. Ooh, that feels nice. Feels like I'm getting the ball much farther away from my body. Number 3, getting crescendoing, just nice little crescendo. 125, that'd be sick. All right, that was 70 right on the nuts, that's perfect. Ooh. 71 there, nice. Good little easy juice. Ooh. 71 again, perfect. Okay, that's right on track. Right on track, 71 easy. Now we're gonna throw 5 hard here. See how that shoulder's feeling, let's get it. I wonder if there's a way that I can put this thing close enough for you guys to read the camera or read the thing and still, let's see how this looks. It'd be cool if I could just have the pocket radar set up here and you guys can read that as I throw continuous. Okay, that might work. All right, now we got 5 opening up. I won't be able to read the number, but then it'll help the editing process so that I don't have to say it. You guys can see it live. I'm not bullshitting you guys. All right, got 5 freebies here. Let's go. Open up a little bit. Boom! Ah, short arm that bitch. Threw that baby from here. Nice and long. All right, 73 though. That's not bad. Boom! Ooh, slipping on that fucking turf. Damn, 78. I hope that was my throw and nothing else. 73, 78. Fuck yeah, that's a new PR. Let's go. All right, 3 more. Wow, that felt easy. You might be able to break 80 today. And it felt so much better on the arm. That's kind of cool. I get 78 is not breaking any records, but it's breaking my records. Let's open up from there. Let's build from there. All I thought about was get just a little bit longer there. I felt like that ball's still slipping out of my hand. Let's get it. Boom! Oh, that one felt good. I know it felt good because my hand went a little numb there. These are feeling so much better than the other throws, but still when I whip that arm, it ain't used to that, baby. 79, come on, let's go. And just in case you guys can't see that live, 79. Quest for 80 here, come on. 80 miles an hour. Let's get it. 2 more, come on. Oh, that's gotta be it, come on. 77, fucking kill me. Damn, that one felt good. We're supposed to have 1 more, but if we hit a 79 again, I'm definitely gonna run this back. Damn, that one felt good. Still get long. It's crazy how much difference it makes when you get long. You have to throw way less hard. Ooh! Oh, man, this feels like I bleed so much force. It's like when you hit, you give a swing and you just like miss the ball and like you're forced to go anywhere. That's what it feels like when I throw right now. And I can't wait for an unlock to make that work. 77 again. Let's do 1 more last throw, no matter what. See if we can get a good one here. 79 still PR, 77 tying 77. I believe 77 was my PR last time and I've hit it 3 times. Went 78, 79, 77, 77. So that's pretty good. Last throw here, come on. Give me a big one. Boom! I don't know about that, but maybe. It's a shitty thing too. You can't really tell what a good throw is and what a bad throw is, but the 79 felt like it was much longer than that one, but that one felt like I yeeted myself a little better. Oh, did it not read? Oh, kill me. All right, let's just pretend that was 80. We're gonna throw 1 more here. That one actually felt good. This has to be my last throw or I'm gonna blow up my arm again. Snatching after throwing has been absolutely criminal. It hurts so bad. My shoulder just like feels like it's so loose. Then it has to catch the snatches and it's tough. Let's go get this last one, come on. Boom! That one didn't feel that great. Ones before felt better, but we'll see. 76, all right. We got a 79 today as our new PR. That's pretty good. Going for 80, Operation 80. That was pretty close. We will keep working in the background with the throws just so you guys don't have to watch all of that garbage right now. But once we get good at it, we will make more content on the throwing end of things. But right now, we are gonna go hang out with Bay here and hit some absolute scuds into the wall. Let's get it. All right, so we just finished up a little warm up on the sticks. I mean, I guess you could take this, they're all drills and warm ups that we're doing, but with the single arm or single leg kickback drill that we've been doing, working on staying in that front side scissors, hold that position. That's actually been a really strong position that I've been feeling nice, like not losing the legs, not losing the lower body, which is nice. Now, what I was finding over and over again in the swing is the dip, create the power here, and then try to get on top of the ball and rolling it over, or even if I'm making contact, it's like super dip. So all the focus today is gonna be keeping that back shoulder, back elbow high, be able to stay through the ball, cut the ball a little bit more. So we'll do some high tee, some low tee with that. Right now we're just gonna do some close stance and try to really target that specific feel in the swing. I think when you just have so many variables going on in your swing with your stride length and everything like that with your step, that you can't really like target specific things. So we're gonna stay nice and stationary here, then just focus on getting that back shoulder through rather than that back shoulder down. Then we'll do some peacocks. Again, just sitting, holding that posture, then staying here. I think even when I'm holding that posture sometimes, then I'm adjusting to the ball and dipping. And again, it's not the worst thing in the world to be able to adjustable hitter. I just don't want that to be my main swing. So then we'll do some peacocks where I'm standing tall and then staying tall and hitting the ball, and then we'll do some live swings with the game bats, mess around with some drills there. But stationary here, some curry look backs, get that back shoulder through, don't pinch it down. Ooh. Ooh. Really just trying to feel the distance from the shoulder and the hip stay the same instead of dipping. Like it's the shoulder, it's the hip, it's this bend. And again, that's a powerful action in the body to create rotation, but it changes your eye levels. It makes everything just a little bit janky. I want to stay through. Keep this away from this. Stay nice and long there. Let the hands and hips do the work there. Ooh. Oh, that dropped the hands. It's kind of tough to get the trigger here without the stride. Feel like a nap. I'm triggering with the hands. Oh. 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 One more. Ooh. There we go. Continue to work on that posture. We're gonna do the peacock drill with the handle loaded bat here. We'll do 10 of these, and then we'll get to some gamers here. Maybe finish up with a little bit of speed work just to prime ourselves for tomorrow. Keep ripping. All right, now we got 10 with the peacock here, holding that posture in the backside, introducing a little bit of a stride here. See if we can keep that posture on this stride without dipping, without pinching that bottom position. Hold and go, hold and go. Probably introduce a little curry look back to these as well, just to continue to hammer these things in. Let's go. Ooh. The same thing, don't be so on top of the ball. We'll be able to hit underneath it without dipping. Like when I think create launch angle, it's like pinching the back shoulder rather than create launch angle by underneath the ball, getting the barrel through. That's it right there. That's the swing. That is what we want to feel. Nice and easy through the zone. A little 7-foot, 8-foot liner through. Ooh, there we go. Still a little bit more launch angle. I want to challenge that launch angle because that's where I get in trouble. I'm going to try for launch angles when I start to dip. Not even like launch angle, like sending it to the moon, but just like a line drive. I'm really good at it, obviously. It's much easier to stay tall and go down and drive that ball on the ground or keep it low, which again, not the worst thing in the world, something that needs to be in your repertoire, but I want to stay tall and go level rather than down. There we go. I really like Tyler Irvine's cue. Whenever I think about it, it works. Of where your hips go, the ball goes. Like the hip dictates the launch angle. So the hip is going down, ball's gonna go down, hips going through, ball's gonna go on a line drive, hips going up, ball's gonna go up. As long as the upper body is staying where the upper body needs to stay. If you're dropping that upper body all over the place and the hips are going all over the place, you're not gonna have a ton to build off of. So hips are gonna dictate. Get the hips through, hips straight through, the ball's gonna go straight while the upper body's locked into place. Let's go. Ooh, that's nice. There we go. Ooh. All right, now these next three, I'm gonna challenge myself to get the hips up without dipping. So hips up, upper body staying through. It's almost like a jump out of it. I'm gonna try to get some launch angle there without like actual high launch angle. Instead of on the line, see if I can get it like above that net without dipping to get it above that net. Oh, felt nice. 2 more. Oh, that's the rollover. Topping that ball. Still cut it. Still cut it. Ooh. One more. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. Let's go, get to some game bats. All right, now we're gonna do a high T step replace drill. So my goal is to not step on this bat. It's to load up, step in the same place and get those hips through. I have a tendency, I don't want to say overstriding. Again, like I think baseball and softball, like people get very technical with their things. Like you need to be an athletic hitter. Do what works with your body. And if it's working, it's working. Don't like change everything. But I also think there's tendencies that you have and things that get you yourself in trouble. It's not the stride length per se for everybody that gets them in trouble, but I know when I stride too long, I drop my eye level. It jacks me up a little bit. So I just want to train in here a little bit high hands, step replace like a little baseball swing. So instead of striding out, I'm gonna load, step in the same spot, and then force those hips through. This is a drill that I am not super great at because I rely on that stride a ton. So gonna mess around with this, gotta stay before. Typically, when I'd be swinging at this ball, I'd be stepping on that bat. And now I'm gonna be, hopefully, just stride replacing. Let's go. Ooh, yeah, see, like that feels nice. I gotta force my hips through, cut that ball. It's a good drill. Just got the bat here again. If you don't trust yourself with the bat because you twist your ankle, just put like a line in the chalk, just in the sand, just see if you're striding over it or not. But I like the feedback of this bat. If I fuck it up, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, just like that. That's nice. Again, on this high pitch, when you do have a high pitch, you need to have a shorter stride anyways. Like if you try to long stride a high pitch, you're gonna be long striding, dropping underneath it. And it's gonna be kind of a weird thing where if you really wanna stay on top of a high pitch, you gotta stay within your frame, shorten everything up a little bit and then go get it. On a shorter pitch, you probably have to go get that shorter pitch and match that plane just a little bit better. And we'll do some low pitch after this. Let's get these swings here. Ooh. There we go. I love that feel in the legs. A little underneath that one. Ooh. 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 Oh, that was a good cut though. I can give myself a blister if I keep forgetting my freaking batting gloves. Bring them domeball and HitTrax and forget them in the car. There we go. 2 more. There we go. That's the whip feel. Let that upper body work. Keep that lower body quiet for a little bit. There it is. That's what I'm going for. Woo! All right, now we'll do some low ball drills and then we will get out of here. Let's get it. Now, last thing we're gonna do today before, I'm gonna hit a couple swings. I got this new Anarchy UTrip bat that I'm gonna do a review on next week. I'm gonna break it in just a little bit by hitting like 60% balls with the ASA balls. I really gotta do a better job of breaking my bats in before I just full on swing like a dummy because I feel like I break the bat. And people have told me that if you break it in slowly, the composite breaks in better. So we're gonna try that with this bat to see if we can keep it healthy before we do a full on review with it. But before we do that, last thing we got today is this low T drill. Whole goal with this low T drill, again, all of these drills are feels. It's not necessarily what you're doing in a game. There's a lot of times in a game where you have to match the plane of the ball, specifically if you have a strike on you, or you just know you can do something and you like something with that ball and you can go with it. Right now, that's not the goal. Right now, the goal is to keep the distance between that back shoulder and that hip even on that low pitch. So instead of dipping and scooping to get this ball, I am driving that ball. And it's gonna be really hard to get any launch angle when you're staying on top of that low ball. But again, that's the drill, that's the goal. That's what we're working on here, is to get that feel with that low ball and get confidence with that low ball. Right now, I feel like I just reverts right away. Like I know I can scoop and go get it and pinch here, but I change levels, makes it a little bit more inconsistent. It's just not a good feel that I want. So I'm gonna try and stay tall, keep that back shoulder above, and then come down on that ball, drive it through, see if we can get some launch angle eventually on this one. Let's go. There we go. Oh, that feels nice. It's almost like a golf swing. If I could get my golf swing to do that though, that'd be even cooler. I can't, but it'd be cool if I could. Yes, that's nice. Cut that ball up and over. And this one, really easy to drive into the ground. So I'm really trying to force launch angle on this one. See if I can cut that low one while staying tall. Swinging too hard, mic's flying off. Ooh, this is a pretty aggressively low T. If you're swinging at this pitch in a game, it's probably not gonna be a super successful swing. Same swing, a little underneath. That is perfect, right there. Distance here to here was good. I might've went a little down, but I mean, that was a good feel. That was a good drive. A couple more here. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go. Oh, a little underneath that one. Didn't finish. Get that barrel through. 2 more. Pepper these balls. That's sexy. There we go. That's a pretty sweet day. I'm gonna get a couple swings, probably like 20 swings on that Anarchy, and then we're gonna be out ski. Appreciate you guys watching. Keep swinging, baby. Let's go.